Hello guys, BTTF Studios here, and now I'm reviewing a level pack. You see, a level pack for LEGO Dimensions comes with one figure and two builds that you can scan into the game as vehicles. So, I have to warn everyone watching this video, I have actually modified this set. I like to do that with a lot of sets, and I feel it kind of helps me just to make everything more efficient. And you'll see what I mean. If you look at the actual art for this set, you'll see how much they really built up the hoverboard. Like the stand for it, they just added a ton of extra pieces. You can add them on later in builds, but I simplified it. Of course, I kept the extra pieces for builds later on, but I just have the hoverboard and now a really basic stand, so I know it's just the hoverboard and not a scan when I scan it into the game. And of course, mentioning the hoverboard, Marty McFly, the DeLorean, of course, this is one of my favorite franchises, Back to the Future. Now, the Back to the Future level pack, I have played the level. The level is fantastic, along with the open world. The open world is also very fun. Going into the past, you can go to 1885. You can stay in 1985, where you get the DeLorean in the actual movies. And then 2015, hoverboards, of course, a wrong prediction at the time. But, yeah, you can go to the false 2015 and explore. And it's actually really cool. I love how they made the game. If you use different characters to affect things in the past, it can change the future world, which I think is so amazing. Like, I once went around and got in a fight in 1885 and destroyed some cactuses and stuff, because 1885 is, of course, the Old West in Hill Valley, which is the town where Back to the Future takes place. Actually, it changed the parking lot from having grass to being, not the parking lot, the city square from being a place full of grass and trees to just being a parking lot, which is so cool that the future changed depending on what you do in the past. And the only other thing I've noticed is the size of the gas station has changed, but that's pretty much it. If you guys find anything else, if you have this level pack, then I would highly advise you telling me, because I really want to learn about all those things, this being my favorite adventure world so far. So here's the DeLorean, and there's Marty, and the hoverboard, like I said. Now let's get on to reviewing the individual builds. This is Marty McFly, the main character of the Back to the Future series. He comes with a red guitar, which actually he gets in the first movie when he's performing in the 1950s, like the school dance. There's his awesome outfit, the red vest, there's kind of like blue plaid shirt, and then a little jean jacket. That's what is in the movies. Then he has some like worn out light blue jeans. That was what it is in the movie, and I really like how this figure looks in all. So here's the guitar, just a blank, non-printed guitar. A little thing in the back. And now it's just the figure. You can see there's the normal Marty McFly face. Really basic Lego hair. You can take off the hair. Of course, Marty isn't bald. This is just to show the other printing on the side of the face, which is a scared kind of print. And then you can see just the whole figure's print right there. And what really interests me is actually his stand. I really like it. He's one of the only figures, to my knowledge, that has his name actually printed in the kind of Back to the Future format. And it's blue and red, which really fits his character well. Oops. Really kind of matches up with the color scheme, and it looks really complete. Next up, we have the DeLorean. So this is the DeLorean, the famous DeLorean from the Back to the Future franchise. It's a car that was released in the 80s, and it is known for being really cool, having a really unique design, and having doors that flip up sideways. Yes, the mini model's doors actually do flip up sideways. That is so cool. The wing doors, I really like that. But of course, this is a sci-fi movie. This is not a normal DeLorean. This is actually the modified time machine version, of course, like we see in the movie. It is all the coils and stuff, different tubes made around with lots of greebling with small bricks. Really like how that looks. I even like how they made like the little exhaust ports in the back with these 2x2 clip pieces. And yeah, you can see there's also a lot of pieces jammed in the back, but that is for rebuilds, if you want to rebuild this set, because as you upgrade vehicles in the game, you rebuild the physical model, which is really good for interactivity, and also gives you a lot of extra pieces, but that is a con, having to stack a lot of extra pieces around this model. But it doesn't look too bad. I also like how they used normal 1x1 plates, but because they're at an angle, it appears that they are slanted, so it really fits in with a little windshield going around the sides. And it is flat in the front with a little bumper even added. Alright, and lastly, we have the hoverboard, the famous hoverboard from Back to the Future. Of course, again, stating this again, this is my modified build, so it is just the hoverboard, not the over-exaggerated stand shown in the box art and in the official set and instructions. I really like this print, being a huge fan of this series. It is very important for me to get this. I really love the design, how they depicted the future would be, the wackiness, and it just looks great. And of course, you can take Marty off his stand and have him riding this. Oop. One con, the dishes on the bottom do fall off a lot. So you gotta make sure of that when you're like placing it down. But when you place it down, it's fine. So having Marty riding that is definitely a huge memorabilia kind of thing from the series. And I really like that. So anyway, there's the hoverboard and just a little stand. Again, the code. I explained that in my starter set, how those work. So if you want to find out how those work, go back to my starter set video. And yeah, that's pretty much it for all of the builds. So let's get to the final verdict. Okay, this is the final verdict of the Back to the Future Marty McFly level pack. DeLorean hoverboard. Marty with his guitar. Overall, this is a great one. I like it's worth for the money. This mini build is definitely fantastic. Even if you're not going to get the game and just get the starter pack, I think it's worth it. I mean, the price is quite high, but this DeLorean mini build, being a fan of the series, I love this so much. There's even some space to like even sit like tiny figures, but those don't exist. But just there is space in the cockpit, which just gives a whole new amount of realism to this build. You can easily modify things like I always like to do with my sets. The Marty figure is always great to get, adding on to the fact that the full-size minifigure scale DeLorean is actually discontinued by Lego, the Ideas set, and I never got a chance to pick it up, so I might bricklink it sometime soon. And then it also comes with a hoverboard, which is great. We've never gotten before in anything. It's exclusive to this pack. So if you want that, you're going to either have to bricklink it or get this set. I would recommend getting this set because you get the Marty figure and the mini DeLorean. But yeah, I've played through the level for this. It's very, very fun. Marty is a great character. His attacks are great. His ground pound smash, like his double jump smash, is fantastic. The DeLorean has some great moves. I upgraded a lot into the electric time machine, which is the second upgrade, and I plan to continue upgrading this thing. The hoverboard is also a very fantastic thing to play as in the game. If you upgrade the speed, it's very useful in many different situations. And also Marty comes with this special attack, this sound attack, to break glass, which is a attack exclusive to many different characters, but they don't come in the main series. So like Batman, Wildstyle, and Gandalf, they don't have that sound attack. You have to get one of the extra packs to have that. Okay, so I rate this pack on my scale out of 7, a 6.5. This is everything you want. Lots of exclusives, great builds, very worth the build, lots of pieces, exclusive prints, and lots of fun in-game. You're paying a lot for what happens in-game, and I think that is definitely worth it for this set. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been my LEGO Dimensions Back to the Future review, and I will be reviewing more level packs, team-ups, and fun packs very soon. Thanks for watching.